Here we go. And I gotta remember to turn that off and turn that on. Yay! Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another stream of Rosewater, which I did not do last week because I had a social engagement. Those things happen sometimes. But I'm back. Nothing social going on tonight, other than streaming. I was also, I woke up with a headache this morning. Actually, I went to bed with a headache last night. When I woke up, it was still there. And so I was kind of worried that, like, if it didn't fuck off, then I was worried that I might have to cancel tonight's stream. But fortunately, it gradually eased off over the course of the day. And I was thinking, like, even if it doesn't go away completely, maybe I'll stream anyway. But pretty much gone now. So yeah, definitely feeling a lot better now than I was this morning. So yay for that. And on that note, let's pick up where we left off, which was on, oh yeah, this, right. We're in this, guarded area of, like, what seems to be like a not a prison, like, my brain keeps saying, like, oh, it's like Alcatraz, but I don't think it really is. But it's definitely an island, with a lot of abandoned stuff off the coast of El Presidio, and last time I got myself a sleeping draft. Wintarion! Welcome! Welcome, welcome, and thank you for the follow.
It's the sleeping draft Nadine made. Hopefully it works.
Right. We have a sleeping drug that we're going to stick in this guy's drink.
The guard keeps drinking from this cup.
Boop. Nighty night. I can't believe you didn't notice that. I was like right next to him. Where's your peripheral vision, dude?
How long for it to kick in?
Shouldn't be more than a few minutes.
Well then.
You are the worst guard.
Out to get those doors open. Somehow. He's out for the count.
I guess someone else might have been able to help get rid of the guard. How would Danny have done it? Distract? I think distract him. Maybe, I guess. I don't
Odd
know.
device. Looks like it's meant to be spoken into. Massive doors. Do they lead underground? Quite an elaborate contraption. I have a feeling pulling that lever will make something important happen.
Ooh, I love important levers.
Nothing happened.
Oh, disappointment.
Quite an elaborate contraption.
See, if we had Phil here, maybe he'd be able to tell us how this thing works, but R.I.P. Phil.
It's a small slot. Looks like something flat and rectangular would fit.
Aha. I was just wondering what this thing is.
A strange wooden card lined with metal. It's got some holes on one side.
And what is this again? Oh, right. This is... Right. Who was this by? Oh, this was the oh, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's Dr. Clark's friend. Right. Oh, cool. This is what happens when I go 2 weeks without streaming a game. I forget all the backstory.
It fits.
Sweet. Whoa. Oh, wow.
Wow, that's something.
This is getting stranger by the minute.
You're telling me.
That is a legit elevator.
Don't know where this thing came from, but it seems important.
Ooh. Yes. Search guard. Forgot to do that.
He's got the same keycard as I do. No point taking it.
Oh. Oh, huh. Where did I get that key card in the first place? Because that suggests that there's a way to get here without having it. Did I get it from... I think I got it from Dr. Clark's room at the club. Was it in the safe? Maybe it was somewhere else. Well, whatever. Let's go.
Better take this card back.
Oh,
Don't want to be stuck down there.
good thinking.
All right, folks. I think this is it. Wherever this takes us, I have a feeling Dr. Clark will be there.
But will we be able to come back up once we find him?
I sure hope so.
Maybe one of us should stay up here, just in case.
There's no telling what we'll find down there. We should all stick together.
Okay, let's go then.
What in the ether is this place?
It seems that was a one-way ride.
Damn, I knew one of us should have stayed up there.
So now we're looking for two things. Clark and the exit.
What? We weren't expecting, who are you?
I could easily ask you the same thing.
I'm one of Dr. Clark's lab assistants.
I see. Could you take us to him?
Hang on. You still haven't said why you're here.
Laporte, that was the guy's name. Sure.
We've come on General Laporte's orders.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Right, come with me.
Goodness, this place is really something.
Wow.
I'm glad you think so.
What's that big glowing thing down there?
That's our etheric generator. Powers most everything down here. You get used to the noise. Follow me, please.
Look at those, that vine trellis full of
I'll just be a
vegetables.
Do you think he believes us?
I think we're okay so far. Just follow my lead.
I suppose the deception was necessary. I hope we don't come to regret it.
I suppose General Laporte's curiosity was too much for him to bear. I told him he could come for a demonstration next week. Instead, he sends 3 proxies. I will never understand that man's rationale.
That's Dave Fenoy.
But you're here now, so you may as well see what we've got. I'm Dr. Bennett Clark, by the way. And you are?
I'm Miss Legere. This is Miss Redbird and Mr. Luo. We've been engaged to assist on this project and have come to get a briefing.
New hires. I wish the General would communicate these things, but I suppose this is good. No sense sugarcoating what this work experience will have in store for you. All right, let's go have a look at Project Rosewater. I'm afraid the testing chamber only accommodates 4. One of you will have to stay out here with Joshua, but you may observe the test through the window.
Oh, okay. And it decides for me.
As I said, we weren't expecting anyone until next week. The prototype still needs refinement. Nevertheless, we have made a breakthrough.
Prototype of what, exactly?
You mean the General didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised? There, on the tripod, the etheric pistol. The whole purpose and object of Project Rosewater. Juliet, is the prototype ready for demonstration?
I believe so, Doctor. But who are we demonstrating it for?
Miss Legere and her companions, the team sent by General Laporte. Now, please, do us the honors.
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Oh my.
Whoa.
We have managed to confine the chaotic etheric discharge to a very narrow, focused beam over a distance of up to 6 meters, without significant dissipation or redirection of energy, reaching nearly 68.2% efficiency. This results in complete vaporization of most organic targets, with only minimal atmospheric disturbances in the immediate vicinity. You might be feeling warmth, or a slight tingling sensation on your skin, and a change of pressure in your ears, perfectly harmless. Oh, and if you are experiencing any alteration to your color vision, I assure you that is also completely temporary.
I taste purple. Does anyone else taste purple?
There are sometimes minor synesthetic side effects. That too will pass, of course. There is plenty of room for improvement in range, energy efficiency, fine-tuning of the beam's intensity and area of effect, user-friendliness and safety. But, as proof of concept, this irrefutably demonstrates that the principle is sound, and that it can be scaled up. The rest is iteration.
Well, thank you for that thorough explanation.
Now I'm afraid you must excuse me. I have some time-sensitive tasks I must attend to. If only I'd been forewarned of your arrival, I might have made arrangements. In any event, if you have questions, I or my assistants can answer them. Just be mindful not to touch anything.
Okay. Well, fun. Updated my journal. Right, we read that already. I think we already read that too. Did we? Maybe we didn't. No, whatever. I'll read it anyway. El Presidio Bay, approaching Gannett Island. Owing to the island's reputation as the accursed haunt of assorted malignant spooks and spirits, it has cost us a comely copper to induce one of the credulous locals to transport us here. I do have to admit that this place presents a rather eerie aspect. It's easy enough to imagine ghosts drifting along the ramparts of the ruined fort, or floating among the afterimages of the lighthouse beam. But there's only one ghost I'm interested in finding here. Dr. Clark's secret underground lab. Dr. Clark is not on Gannett Island. He is under it, in an immense secret facility carved out of the living rock underneath the old fort. We bluffed our way in and were greeted by the man himself, who has no idea what we have gone through to find him. He was even gracious enough to treat us to a demonstration of what he has been working on down here all these months, Project Rosewater. It's a weapon. A gun that shoots ethericity so it can do to very particular targets in a controlled fashion what it did accidentally and indiscriminately to all those crowd members at the Expo disaster. This is what General Laporte has been clandestinely building here, with the Vespuccian public none the wiser. A thing you can hold in your hand that turns people into dust and shadows. My God. Oh man, yeah, it's great. I like how Harley is a journalist, right? And so she has kind of a particular writing style, which is very nicely conveyed by the way she writes her journal, and that's really cool. It's it's subtle details, but it's yeah, it's very satisfying.
Who knows what they keep in there? Not while Clark's around.
Don't touch anything.
It appears to be a charging device. There's a small round socket at the top. It's displaying all sorts of numbers and readings I can't begin to comprehend. Flashing lights and other displays. I can't tell if it means something or is just meant to look pretty. Looks like some demented puzzle box. The lab assistant's desk. She's written some notes, but I have no idea what they mean. So this is Project Rosewater. Pardon me.
Sorry, can't talk right now. If you've got any questions, ask Dr. Clark.
Juliet, do the thing.
Dr. Clark?
Yes, what is it?
Just how long have you been down in this facility?
8 months. We've made extraordinary progress, as you can see. I admit, I had some misgivings when I first learned what would be required of us, but it turns out the isolation has done wonders for our productivity.
So who built this whole underground complex anyway? I'm guessing it wasn't always a secret ethericity lab.
I'm not entirely sure. Apart from the additional equipment I specified, everything was already prepared for us when I arrived in El Presidio. General Laporte isn't exactly forthcoming with information he considers irrelevant.
All right, thanks for coming by. Ciao for now.
How did this project get the name Rosewater?
My idea. Sentimental, really. I suppose I had gotten attached to my dry and dusty little desert lab. After all, Rosewater was my refuge when I lost everything else. I just made an offhand comment to that effect one day while discussing arrangements with the general. And he said, well, in that case, why don't you bring Rosewater with you? When I found out he made that the official title of the project, it made me smile, I'll admit.
Aw, that's sweet.
Who came up with Project Rosewater?
My understanding is that this work is for the benefit of the Vespuccian army. General Laporte is in charge of the project. Everything goes through him. Other than the facility guards, I've had contact with no one else.
Why did you agree to work on this project?
Why? I just experienced the worst disaster of my life. My work was first ridiculed and then outlawed, and I was exiled to a barren wasteland. The only prospect I could see was to leave the country and start everything over. But then I received General Laporte's offer. I could continue my work in safety and solitude. Everything I needed would be provided. No investors, no reporters, no loonies, no distractions. I'm certain anyone in my position would have jumped at the opportunity.
What exactly is the goal of this project?
Well, once the etheric pistol is complete, we'll begin experimenting with larger caliber weapons.
Etheric rifles?
Yes, and whatever else the General sees fit to pursue.
Where does it stop?
You'd have to ask him that question.
How much longer until Project Rosewater is finished?
We're nearing the end of this phase. If all goes well, we should have a stable, fully functioning prototype by the end of the year.
Just how did you come to discover the existence of ethericity?
Now that's a story. When I was a boy, I read about the ancient Greeks and their studies of the heavens. Certain texts made obscure references to observations of energy subsisting in the atmosphere, something entirely different from electricity. The idea seized my imagination and sparked my passion for the pursuit of ethericity. I developed an instrument that I called the aetherometer in order to probe the atmospheric potential. Imagine my delight when I discovered that ethericity was in fact real. Unfortunately, the aetherometer has been appropriated by so-called spiritualists who believe they can use it to talk with the dead.
I'd like to know your perspective on the Lamplight City Expo incident.
That was a dark day. Everything I worked for came crashing down in a matter of seconds. Being maligned and ostracized was bad enough, but I can still hear the screams of those 15 poor souls. If anything good can be said to have come from that horrible event, it taught me that nothing in this life is guaranteed.
What inspired you to become a scientist?
Trite as it may sound, I wanted to make the world better. I had a fortunate birth. My parents were able to pay for my studies in Paris, which is where I earned my doctorate in physics.
Nice.
But even as a boy, I still saw plenty of terrible things going on around me. Others seemed not to see, but I did. Upon my return to Vespuccia, I began teaching and conducting independent research. My only explicit goal was to make some sort of discovery or development that would serve the advancement of mankind. I would like to believe I've achieved that.
Sure.
Do you know much about General Laporte?
Not a great deal, no. I only met him when he summoned me to El Presidio. We speak occasionally, but only about professional matters. Just as well, I suppose. His interests don't align particularly well with mine.
So your relationship is purely professional.
It's an acquaintanceship at best.
I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
Hey, Nadine. I never would have guessed a place like this existed if we hadn't seen it with our own eyes.
It certainly explains all the stories about strange lights and ghosts. Perhaps the island's reputation was the reason they chose it to house this facility.
I don't think I'm allowed in there. At least, not while there's someone watching.
That was really something.
So Laporte's got Clark developing etheric weapons for the military. This throws a wrench in Shaw's plans.
How horrible. Instead of something good to benefit humanity, ethericity is being harnessed to produce suffering and death. Perhaps Dr. Clark will be open to the idea of leaving this project for something less distasteful.
Perhaps. But I can't just ask him with his assistant right there. Maybe I can get her to leave the testing chamber so I can have a moment alone with Clark. Hey, Danny?
Yes, Holly.
How do you suppose they managed to build a place like this under an island?
Don't know, but whoever did it must be real serious about Dr. Clark's research.
Nothing to say, really. Caution, testing in progress. I can see the testing area. Some kind of little oven for heating food, I think. This thing is in dire need of repairs.
It's a toaster.
A couple of wires from that food heating device. An etheric generator. It's big and loud. There's a card slot next to the door. Seems to be locked. A couple of wires from that food heating device. This must be the door to Dr. Clark's quarters. There's no handle. Bars of aurum. Lots of them. Hey, can we talk?
Sure. What's on your mind?
Have you been down here long?
About 6, no, 7 months, I think. Without any sunlight, you really lose all sense of time. Sometimes it feels like decades.
No sunlight? You mean you never go outside?
No, of course not. Is this some kind of test? The terms were made very clear when we signed on to this project. We don't break protocol. I do really miss the sun, though. Sometimes I feel like a mushroom down here.
Don't you ever get bored here?
Sure, all the time. We've got books, but I've read them all. This is my 3rd time through this one. At least this phase of the project's near completion. Maybe we'll get some time up top before the next one.
You should have ask General Laporte to ship you down some more books. Or like board games or something.
Never would have dreamed there was a whole secret facility hidden under this rock in the middle of the bay. Who built it anyway?
The military, I guess. Had to be someone with very deep pockets. Everything was already in place before they moved us in.
Yeah, they must have had, like, other plans for this place and maybe adapted them for this. Or this was the intent the whole time. It was always going to be a weapons development lab.
How do you like working with Dr. Clark?
It has its moments, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't stressful. He gets wound up sometimes, which I understand. But other times he picks strange things to get cross about.
Like what?
Well, his biggest bugbear is food in the testing chamber. I made the mistake of taking my lunch in there once, and he just about had a conniption. Cleanliness is one thing, but this is a whole other level.
So Clark dislikes food in the testing chamber, does he?
Dislikes? More like detests.
What are your thoughts on Project Rosewater?
Honestly, I try not to think about it too much. We're doing important scientific research. I can't deny that. Just because our focus is on weapons doesn't mean our results can't be used for other applications.
How did you become interested in etheric research?
I was already a researcher when I met Dr. Clark, but my field was chemistry. I had dabbled some with etheric experiments after hearing about Clark's research. When I saw him at the Lamplight City Expo, I knew I wanted to work with him, despite what happened. After the dust settled, I approached him about taking me on as an assistant. I got the feeling he was just surprised to still have any support.
Aw. That's sweet.
Know anything about General Laporte?
I saw him once, right at the start of the project. Didn't talk to him. He seemed kind of intense. He's the one running this show, as far as I can tell. Beyond that, the man's a total mystery.
Okay, see you around.
Bye.
Very forthcoming.
Looks like a more complex version of the console back in Clark's desert lab. Controls, gauges, and dials. Who knows what they're for? These tomatoes are thriving. Must be all the exposure to ethericity.
Yeah, we saw much earlier in the game that ethericity helps plants grow.
This is the biggest, juiciest tomato I have ever seen.
I wonder if it would actually taste good. Speaking as someone who hates tomatoes. Well, I hate raw tomatoes. I don't mind them if they're cooked.
These crates are all marked Rosewater,
Like the ones we saw on the wagon.
as we suspected. This confirms they were headed for Project Rosewater. Just like the one in the courtyard above. It should theoretically call the elevator. Nothing. There's a metal panel covering part of this contraption. This contraption has a keypad instead of a slot. It must need a code.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what the code is. I can't remove the panel with that. Odd device. Looks like it's meant to be spoken into.
I don't think you should, though.
Yeah, I mean, there is a guard up there. I don't want to wake him up.
Never seen a lamp glow green before.
It feels almost magical.
Seems to be the only way out of here. There's no way to open it manually. It's controlled by that lever. I can't remove the panel with that.
I need like a crowbar or something.
All right there, Danny?
Yep.
I'm weirdly getting flashbacks to Paradigm. Just like very strange, incomprehensible science going on here and there.
A set of encyclopedias. The only indication of time down here.
Cool clock.
The box is full of odds and ends. Some sewing and personal grooming supplies. The lab assistants share a room? Not sure if that's progressive or scandalous. The lab. You could almost think you were in some nice hotel and forget you were in a secret, illegal, underground laboratory beneath a ruined fort on a cursed, haunted island. Just some clothes and a couple of storage boxes. Just some clothes. Just. Just some.
Well, fat lot of nothing in here. Interesting that the lights are shining on the plants specifically.
I haven't got any questions for the good doctor right now. I don't think I'm allowed in there. Pardon me.
Sorry, if you've got.
She's busy.
Get that out of here. No foodstuffs of any kind in the testing chamber.
Clark will see me. A couple of...
Okay, so... Where do I put this tomato?
I can't charge that. Not while Clark's around. I can't charge that. It appears to be a charging device. There's a small round socket at the top. I can't charge. Hey, Nadine. Think you can occupy Dr. Clark's attention for a few moments?
I can certainly try. Oh, Doctor, could I have a word?
Yes, what is it?
Oh. Okay, so I gotta time it.
Hey, Nadine. Think you can...
I can... Oh,
There. Now to watch the fireworks.
What? Miss Montgomery, what is the meaning of this? How many times have I said, no food in the testing chamber?
but
I don't want excuses. Clear it out. Put away the power cell. We're done with testing today.
Yes, Dr. Clark.
Okay.
I apologize for that, Miss Leger, but I'm very particular about rules.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I bet it's got something to do with the whole, like, the fact that the weapon works on organic material.
So this... I don't think I'm allowed in there. The lab assistant's desk. Looks like... Dr. Clark?
Yes, what is it?
Dr. Clark, there's something I need to tell you. We're not really new hires.
What? Who are you then?
Some folks who were hired by D.W. Shaw to come find you.
The head of Vespuccia Petrol.
The very same.
What does she want with me?
The very
She wants
same.
you to help her company pivot from oil to ethericity.
How does she intend to circumvent the ban?
She seems to think it'll be lifted soon. Or that she can influence things in that direction.
So she would have me work for VP to generate etheric energy for widespread use?
As an alternative power source, yes. It might even replace coal and oil someday.
Well, that's certainly more appealing than weaponry. But extreme arrangements have been made to develop this project in secret, and at considerable expense, I'm sure. It's not the sort of thing one can just walk away from.
Hmm.
I'm not so sure Laporte is acting in his capacity as a military general with the full backing and authority of the Vespuccian government here. We've seen plenty of things that don't add up. The clandestine nighttime shipments, the hired private agents, the hidden underground base, all the convoluted arrangements here, the fact that all this research is still technically illegal. I think this is all a side gig. Some kind of secret conspiracy running on misappropriated funds. Don't you see? That means he doesn't have power over you. You could expose everything that's going on here. You'd have leverage over him.
I think that means he could send someone to murder me to keep me quiet, and not lose a wink of sleep over it. That's not exactly convincing me to leave.
Yeah, but also you're the only one who can do what you do. You're too valuable.
So you're dead set on staying here? You won't consider Shaw's offer?
I admit it's enticing, but is it worth the risk?
If it's Laporte you're afraid of, I'm sure Shaw can protect you.
Can she? The General is a powerful man. I'm not willing to risk getting on his bad side.
If nothing else, don't you want to get back into the world again?
Perhaps, but not badly enough to defy the Vespuccian military.
Laporte doesn't have to know anything about this. We could fake your death somehow and get you away.
Miss Leger, let not be ridiculous.
I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we need some other options.
Not while Clark's around. Nothing to say, really. All right there, Danny?
Yep.
I can see the testing area. Hey, can we talk?
Sure. What's on your mind?
Is there any way to call the elevator from down here?
Not unless you have the code, and none of us do.
So how are you supposed to get back up?
We aren't. Not until the project's finished. But there's always a guard stationed up top. We use the device next to the elevator to call up if we need anything.
Okay, see you around.
Bye.
I suppose this might work in that.
It doesn't fit.
Aw, darn.
There's a card slot next to the door. Seems to be locked.
There she is.
Can we talk?
I suppose so.
Just how long have you been working down here?
Good question. It's difficult keeping track of time. We're in September, right?
November, actually.
Oh, then it's been longer than I thought. We came down here in March.
What sparked your interest in etheric research?
I followed Dr. Clark's career from the early days. He was one of the first to begin advancing etheric theory with practical experiments. Not only that, he was getting results. After I graduated from university, I sent him my thesis on the effects of ethericity on plants and animals. I guess that made me one of the few practical researchers out there, too. He wrote back immediately with an offer of employment.
Awesome.
Do you know who built this place?
I suppose this is an old army base, but Clark's had it fitted with some really state-of-the-art equipment. We're lucky to be so well-resourced.
How do you keep from getting bored?
The work is pretty all-consuming, and we don't have much of a social scene down here. Dr. Clark is kind enough to lend us his books to pass the quiet hours.
I was blown away by that demonstration. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Ha! We've been working on it non-stop, but there are a lot of kinks to work out before it'll be field ready. For instance, we still can't get more than one shot out of each power cell. I suppose in an actual battlefield situation, you'd need to carry around a lot of cells and reload for every shot, like cannonballs. But the power cells are still very difficult to construct, so we only have a few prototypes. We have to recharge them constantly.
How long does it normally take to charge one of the power cells?
Around 6 hours.
Wow.
Wow is right. Joshua hooked one up to the etheric generator and discovered that it charged instantly. But Dr. Clark wasn't happy about it.
Why not?
He said it made the power cell unstable. But we didn't have to wait all day for the next trial, and Joshua was even able to get 2 shots out of that one. The overcharge effect is certainly something we should investigate later.
Sounds promising.
Between you and me, doesn't it concern you that ethericity is being weaponized?
Not at all. It's a powerful energy source, and this is one of many practical applications.
Sure, but isn't it better to use it for less destructive purposes?
We live in a dangerous world, and these are uncertain times. Other nations probably have their own etheric weaponry development programs underway. If we didn't pursue this research, we'd be falling behind. A new weapon is most useful as a deterrent. Having it in your back pocket means everyone else thinks twice before firing on you. I know Dr. Clark's had some moral reservations about the military applications of ethericity, but he's a professional through and through.
So, what's working with Dr. Clark like?
He's a brilliant man. I learn something new from him every day.
He seems short-tempered.
Well, yes, but that's just the genius mind, isn't it? No room left over for navigating social niceties.
Can you tell me anything about General Laporte?
Not really. I know he's the one overseeing this project, but I've never had the opportunity to speak with him.
What was that about a faster way to charge the power cells?
Joshua figured out that hooking the power cell to the etheric generator charged it instantly, but Dr. Clark discouraged it because it makes the power cell unstable.
Exactly how do you go about calling the elevator?
We don't. None of us have the code.
So you're trapped down here? What if there's an emergency?
That's what the communication relay is for. We contact the guard upstairs, and he can take care of whatever we need.
I appreciate the chat.
It's nice to have someone new to talk to.
A set of encyclopedias. The box is full of odd.
Okay.
I've got nothing to ask him. All right there, Danny?
Yep.
Odd device. Looks like it's.
I don't think you should.
This seems like a good place to attach the wires. An etheric generator. It's big and loud. I've attached some wires to it.
Okay. But now we need... we need a way to get in here.
It appears to be a charging device. There's a small round socket at the top. Dr. Clark?
Yes, what is it?
I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
Dr. Clark?
Yes,
I'll let you.
thank you.
Nothing to say. Not while Clark's around.
So how do I get him to leave?
That's the elevator access card. Pity it only works on the console above ground. I don't understand why you're showing this to me.
Because it's cool.
I don't under...
February and Clark, I have a business proposal. You may stay in my... You will be...
It's signed.
P.S.
Ah, Laporte's invitation. That letter changed my life.
The final.
Wait.
February 12th, upon here, when they what with more P.S.
What do...
Not while Clark. Nothing to say, really.
How do I get him out of the room?
So this. The lab assistant's desk.
Hmm.
Nothing to say. All right there?
Yep.
I don't think I can have another tomato.
These tomatoes are thriving. Controls, gauges, and dials. Who knows what they're for?
kind of at a loss here, honestly.
I've got nothing to ask him. Can we talk?
I suppose so.
I appreciate the chat.
It's nice to have someone.
So the info she gives me is how to charge a power cell instantaneously, but that doesn't help me get my hands on a power cell in the first place. The power cells we saw are in this cabinet here. Here, this is where Juliet put the spent power cell from the pistol.
Dr. Clark?
Yes, what is it?
You'd prefer your research be used to find new ways to kill people?
No, but I...
Look, I understand. You suffered a terrible setback after the expo. I'm sure it must have been hard. You probably felt like nobody would ever take you seriously again.
You have no idea.
I do know that if I were in your shoes, I'd have probably grabbed onto any lifeline. But I can tell your heart's not really in it, especially knowing what it is you're building.
Yes, well...
So you're gonna squander this opportunity to do some real good in the world because you're afraid of a stuffy old general?
You're right, Miss Leger. This isn't about me. This is about humanity. I'll come with you.
Sweet.
But... oh goodness. How shall we... We need to do this discreetly. My assistants can't know what's going on. I'm going to my quarters to settle some things. Excuse me.
You certainly have a way with words, Harley.
That's why I try and get paid for them.
Excellent. Okay. On the verge of escape, I managed to convince Dr. Clark that creating a new source of abundant energy under the auspices of the Vespuccia Petrol Company is a more noble and worthwhile use of his talents than inventing unimaginably destructive new weapons for a shadowy, unaccountable rogue arm of the military. Even a very well, if questionably funded one, if questionably funded one that procures you all the best equipment and takes care of all the annoying distractions. Dr. Clark is clearly energized by the scientific challenge, but I was starting to get the impression that the true nature of his work was not sitting well with him. I do not think General Laporte would be so willing to let his prize genius just walk out of here, but Dr. Clark's willingness to do some good in the world seems to have overcome his fear of whatever retaliation might be in store. That alone is admirable. Now the only question is how we can make our escape without alerting the good doctor's assistants or any of General Laporte's soldiers.
The lab assistant's desk. So this is Project Rosewater. Let's hope nobody notices this is missing.
Yoink!
Locked, naturally. Locked, Got it. I'm sure they won't miss just one power cell. Or maybe they will. Either way, I've got one now.
Excellent.
A power cell for an etheric pistol. It's out of power. I need to charge it somehow. An etheric pistol, also known as Project Rosewater. It's missing a charged power cell.
I'm going the wrong way. Assistant guy's gone.
Here we go. Hope this works. Wow, it charged up almost instantly.
That's what we were told.
A power cell for an etheric pistol. It's fully charged and ready to be loaded.
Ah, hello. I'm just leaving a note for my assistants.
Explaining why you're giving them the slip?
I feel I owe it to them.
A toolbox. Naturally, Clark would be a tinkerer. Might I borrow your screwdriver, Dr. Clark?
By all means.
Yay!
That is one messy desk. What is it they say about desks and minds? Dr. Clark?
Yes, what is it?
So how do we make our escape without alerting your assistants?
First things first. We need to call the elevator so we have a way out. But we also need to find a way to disable the communications relay. Otherwise, the alarm will be raised and they'll catch us in no time.
Could you explain this communications relay thing?
Of course. Next to the elevator, there's a device we can use to contact the person standing guard upstairs. It's mainly for emergency use. If the guard doesn't respond after a time, the wires relay the signal to Laporte's office.
So we need to disable it to keep Laporte from suspecting anything.
Precisely.
Interesting. Somehow I get the feeling that Laporte is going to find out anyway.
Could you explain this communications relay thing?
Of course. Next to the elevator, it's made if the
So how can we call the elevator?
Good question. It requires a 4-digit code. To my knowledge, the only people who know it are General Laporte and the guard upstairs.
Too bad I didn't think to ask what it was before getting rid of him.
Without that code, we are stuck.
I'll figure something out. Something I've been wondering about. When we first started looking for you, the idea was floated, let's say, that you had a stash somewhere of cash left over from investments in your research that had to be concealed once the work became illegal. Is there any truth to that notion?
You're asking me to tell you if I have a secret hidden fortune.
Well, I don't expect you to tell me where or hand it over or anything. I'm just burning to know if there was really anything to the rumor at all, or if it was all just dust and fairy tales.
What do you think?
It's gotta be a load of bull. Pretty far-fetched. Still, I've gotta go there and ask the questions, right? That's the only way to get the full story.
Hmm. Note that he didn't say yes or no.
Did you know that a group of ethericity worshippers flocked to your old lab and set up a commune there?
My lab in Rosewater?
Yup. We met them when we went there looking for clues as to your whereabouts. They picked everything clean. Built a kind of museum to you and your work.
I had no idea, but my work always attracted strange sorts. Curious gawkers would show up now and again, hoping to catch a glimpse of something spectacular, or the angry bereaved, threatening vengeance for the victims of the disaster. It's been quite
Fair
a
enough.
relief not having to worry about all that down here.
That commune by your lab, they're from a religious movement calling themselves the Luminarians. Apparently, they believe that the ether is populated by these otherworldly presences called the Luminous Ones, and that you disappeared because you opened up a gateway to the other side of the veil where everything is bliss and peace, and you transcended and became a Luminous One yourself. They call you Evocator Bennett, and they think that you were just leading the way for them all to follow somehow and cross over into new lives on the other side. They think that anyone who gets vaporized in an etheric blast also transcends into the ether, and their soul, which looks like a butterfly trapped inside their body, gets freed to fly into this other place while leaving behind the shadow of their mortal shell as a marker. They make what they call soul paintings of people that look like the shadows of the disaster victims, and paint butterfly motifs all over everything to indicate the purity and beauty of a person's true etheric form.
Wow.
I mean, what else do you say to that?
I'll let you get back to it.
Okay, bye. Right, okay. Unless she has decided to renege on her promise, which is entirely possible, because the superstitious skipper should be back to collect us at dawn, but the elevator is locked with a code that no one down here knows. The only means of communication is via a call relay to the surface. There is no one to talk to up there anyway. With the guard out of commission, any unanswered signal will set alarm bells ringing in General Laporte's office. So before we can make a break for it, we'll need to get that elevator down here and take out that relay. But we have Dr. Clark at hand now. The end is in sight.
That is one messy desk. A toolbox. At least there's plenty of books down here. Who are those busts of?
Galileo, Copernicus, Da Vinci. 3 great men who changed the world as we know it.
Hoping to add your likeness to the collection someday?
Well, I wouldn't be opposed, if I'd earned it, of course.
A ferrotype of a desert landscape. It's a ferrotype of Clark's old lab near Rosewater.
Nice bed. Man, where do you even get red blankets? It's hard to find red blankets in the real world. It's all like drab, boring colors.
Just your run-of-the-mill screwdriver. Could have used one back at Clark's old lab. A power cell for an etheric pistol. It's fully charged and ready to be loaded. An etheric pistol. Also, it's missing a charged power cell.
Just out of curiosity, I wonder if I can, oh, can't open that again. Can't get another power cell.
There, it's charging. I think.
Oh, but it's already charged.
Drat. This doesn't seem to have charged at all. A power cell for an etheric pistol. It's fully charged.
Weird.
It's displaying all sorts. Locked and loaded. An etheric pistol. It's loaded. I'd better be careful with this thing. There's a card slot next to the door. It's unlocked. Clark must be in his quarters.
Oh.
He's asleep. Best keep it that way. I'd better not bother her. There we go.
Good old screwdriver.
Interesting. This metal plate has several contact points. Well, how about that?
So what does that mean exactly? Oh. Hello.
Guess I pressed too many. Guess that wasn't the right code.
Okay, so yeah, there is an order to it. So 5. Okay, let me write this down. Oh, right, okay. So it's 5, and then it's 8, 2, and 3. All right. In some order. Okay, 5, 2. 3, 8.
There! That was it. I figured out the code. The elevator's ready to be called.
Wonderful. Let's be going then.
Not just yet. I need to take care of the communications relay.
The what?
That contraption on the wall there. Clark said we need to disable it before we leave. It's the communications relay. We need to disable it before getting Clark out of here.
Well, I mean, my immediate thought is, blast it. Is just start blasting.
I don't see any screws, and stabbing it won't help.
Although it does say organic, so maybe that might not work, but...
Stand back. I'm taking this thing out.
Whoa!
I thought the plan was to do this discreetly.
Desperate times and all that. Now come on, let's get out of here.
You're taking the prototype, I see. Wait, where did you get a charged power cell? We only charged one up, and we used it in the demonstration.
I hooked this one up to the etheric generator.
You what? That's incredibly dangerous. That kind of unfiltered surge would leave the power cell completely unstable. Unless it's discharged within the next, 20 minutes. It will explode.
Oh, we'll have to worry about that later. Let's get back topside before your assistants figure out what's going on.
If that power cell starts glowing white, you had better let me know quick.
Didn't I just discharge it?
After you, Doctor.
Hold it right there.
Have a nice nap? I was hoping it'd last longer.
Shut up. Hand over your weapons and come with us. There's someone wants to see you.
Taking some air, Dr. Clark? Kindly stand over there if you would. You three, up against the wall.
There is a cat.
She had this funny pistol on her.
Ah, there it is. Can't let this fall into the wrong hands, can we? Now, have you got anything to say for yourself?
Don't think for a minute you'll get away with this.
Get away with what? Punishing the thieves who've robbed me 3 times?
We are not thieves.
No, you raided my supply wagon, broke into my private room, took my key card from my safe, and stole my etheric pistol. If you're not thieves, you should consider taking it up. You're naturals.
Don't turn this around on us. You're clearly the villain here.
Oh, is that what you think? It's clear to me you've no idea what you've stepped into. So, who put you up to this?
You think I'm gonna tell you?
Perhaps there is honor among thieves. We've chatted long enough.
General, what are you doing?
Conducting my own test, Doctor. It's time to see if your prototype really works.
Not so fast, Laporte.
Who the hell are
I
you?
would strongly advise you not to fire that pistol.
And just who in blazes are you?
Timothy King, representing D.W. Shaw and Vespuccia Petrol.
Why have you come to this little summit?
Miss Legere and her companions were charged with delivering Dr. Clark to my employer. They are the company's responsibility. I'll have to insist you stop interfering with our agents and let them go.
You can't be serious.
I am.
Boys, take care of this louse.
Stand
man down, pendejo!
Oh, hey.
Well, we've got all kinds coming out of the
It's that
woodwork
lady.
tonight. And who might you be?
Lieutenant General Marisol de la Vega. You must be General Laporte.
Seems you new Spanish revolutionaries are much cleverer than I was led to believe.
General Marquez assigned me to trace the suspicious shipments of Aurum passing through Fort Beaumont. The trail led here. Where is General Marquez?
Didn't make it. Gave his life defending us from Laporte's hired thugs.
What? No, it cannot be.
I tried to save him, but he was too badly wounded. I'm so sorry.
Laporte sent the Blackburns to ambush us. He's responsible for Phil's death.
I gotta put a bullet in your head, Laporte.
Do it.
Do so, and you'll receive one in kind. That goes for Mr. King as well.
It would seem we have reached an impasse.
Hey.
Not quite.
Jake?
I knew he'd be back.
Mr. Ackerman, I
We have a
presume?
new Spanish
That's right.
standoff.
And you are?
General William Laporte.
Well, now we're acquainted, we can get to business. Harley, can you and the others step aside, please?
What are you doing, Jake?
What I should have done back at the wagon. Now move. General Laporte, I challenge you to a gentleman's duel.
Oh, please. Is the sad old washed-up cowboy that desperate for one last chance at glory?
No, he's looking for one last chance to do right by his friends. Now draw.
Whatever you do, Jake, don't miss.
I don't intend to. 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy. Just stall. Stall until it turns white. Wait for it to explode. Nobody. Oh shit! Oh god! Oh no! Oh, you shithead! Oh no! No! No!
No!
Hands up, cobarde!
Miss Leger, are you unharmed?
I think so. You all right, Danny?
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Ugh.
Guess deep down you were a hero after all.
Let's get off this rock, shall we?
Thanks for your help back there, Lieutenant General.
You are welcome.
For what it's worth, I'm sure General Marquez would be proud to know you're leading the revolution now.
News of his death will be a great blow to morale, but we will carry on the fight in his name. He was an inspiration to us all. At the very least, the revolution can make use of the Aurum stored on the island, now that the man who conspired to steal it is dead.
Technically, that Aurum was government money and belongs to the people of Vespuccia. But as a citizen of this country, I say, have it, with my blessing. Viva la revolucion!
Gracias. We
Hell
have
yeah.
a difficult path ahead of us, but I have hope.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Miss Leger.
We're back, ma'am.
I assume everything has been taken care of?
All loose ends have been tied.
Splendid. Send them in. You've no idea how pleased I am at your success. It's good to finally make your acquaintance, Doctor. I am D.W. Shaw.
The pleasure is all mine, madame.
We have much to discuss. First, I must conclude my business with Miss Leger and her companions.
Of course.
You've been through a great deal. I cannot thank you enough.
We were almost killed, you know.
I imagined it would be a dangerous undertaking. Yet here you stand before me. I won't keep you any longer. Here is your payment. Mr. Ackerman was promised 25,000, but considering all your trouble, I've increased it to 27. I'm sure you'll find it easier to divide.
Wow.
Thank you, Mrs. Shaw.
Pleasure doing business with you. Before you go, I made some inquiries and learned a few rather compelling things about General Laporte. I could share the information if you like.
Heck yeah.
Go on, then.
It seems General Laporte was a staunch supporter of Mr. Atwood's trade party, quite vocal about his desire for the advancement of steam tech and etheric research. There were also rumours that he held some more controversial opinions regarding this country's sovereignty.
He was a separatist?
Apparently so.
You think Project Rosewater was meant to arm some kind of etheric revolution?
I am merely relaying the information I've learned. Anything beyond that is pure speculation. The only person with knowledge of Laporte's motives is the man himself.
And that information died with him. Well, with him gone and the prototype pistol destroyed, whatever plans he had can't come to fruition.
For now, yes. But I can tell you one thing about this world. It is rare that one accomplishes anything of note alone.
We should get back to our hotel. It's been a long night.
Indeed. Goodbye, Miss Leger. I hope you and your friends enjoy the rest of your time in El Presidio.
And thank you, Miss Leger. I appreciate your facilitating this new opportunity.
Best of luck to you, Dr. Clark. This was all very enlightening. So, what are you two planning on doing next?
I'm honestly not sure. But I think I will apply for a medical license after all.
Yes!
I may go back to the San Bernardino Valley, or I may stay here on the coast. It's something I'll have to discuss with Lola.
What about you, Danny?
I'm not really sure. Suppose it wouldn't be such a bad idea to visit my folks. It's been too long. After that, guess I've got to find a new line of work.
What about you, Harley?
Suppose I'll head back to Rosewater. I've got an article to write after all.
And I guess this is goodbye.
This is where we part ways. For now. But you know where to find me. And you can be damn sure I'll write back.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Lola, Nadine was just talking about you.
Thought I felt my ears ringing. Anyways, I'm heading back to Rosewater. Wanted to see if you needed a lift.
Hell yeah.
We're heading back already?
Sure, but just for a few days. We'll set out again after that. Anywhere you like.
You ever for a moment consider just slowing down a tad?
Never. Say your farewells and let's go.
Lola, don't
See you
slow
around,
down.
Danny. It was a real pleasure traveling with you.
So long.
Goodbye, and good luck.
Run, Lola, run. Drive, Lola, drive.
I'm back.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Oh, your window's fixed.
Did I miss anything while I was gone?
Let's see. There was a dust devil by the saloon that nearly knocked Sheriff Gamble's hat off.
Front page news, then.
Seriously, though, I spoke with the leader of the autumn. She gave me some good stuff. The article runs next week. What of your great adventure?
Concluded now. But I've got plenty of material for an article. Maybe even 5.
And you'd best get to it. Better to jot everything down while it's still fresh.
Right you are, boss.
How long was she gone anyway? Like, a
They
cross-country
say the
trip
end
is
of every journey marks the beginning of another.
quite long.
If there's any truth to that, this writer hopes the next one is decidedly duller. My companions and I set out from Rosewater and traveled across the Vespuccian frontier, encountering bandits, rebels, visionaries, eccentrics, and many more friends and foes. We were led to believe that our quest was for Dr. Bennett Clark's missing fortune, but as it turned out, we were on the trail of the very man himself. The following is an account of that journey, with no detail spared, no fact left unrelated. And so at the journey's end, You may ask yourself, dear reader,
She's got a heck of a
what
cramp
are
in
the
her writing
main
hand.
players in this saga? Danny went home to a happy reunion with his parents. He says he's hung up his pistols and retired from gunslinging, with the intent of pursuing a culinary career.
Ooh.
I said I'd be a regular if he ever opened a restaurant. I shall have to honor that promise should it come to pass.
Hey, Ober Solo. You're coming in right at the
Nadine
end of the game.
Redbird has begun the process of obtaining her medical license. She tells me she plans to convert Lola Johnson's wagon into a kind of
Nice.
mobile clinic, traveling the frontier, helping those in need. It will be a welcome change from the usual traveling merchants hawking miracle cures. I can think of no one more qualified to dispense medical care. As for Miss Johnson, this new business venture will hopefully be more to her liking. At the very least, she now sets her own course, rather than bending to the whims of her clients. Miss Johnson truly opened up and offered me her friendship, for which I am ever grateful. I am truly happy that she and Nadine have found each other.
Aw.
I would be remiss to neglect mentioning our dearly departed friend. Phil Marquez was a great man. He was always true to himself, cared for those
That
around
drawing.
him, and was just plain fun to be around. I will forever cherish the time I had with him, and I will carry his memory in my heart for the rest of my days.
Feel.
Naturally, I cannot fail to comment on Gentleman Jake Ackerman, the man who set this whole adventure in motion. My relationship with Jake could best be described as complex. While I never found myself taken with his tales, he seemed to me a genuine hero. That illusion was shattered when we were ambushed by Blackburn agents on the way to El Presidio. Jake disgracefully turned and fled, leaving us to face the ruthless barbarians on our own. However, he proved his true heroism when he returned in another moment of need. Jake bravely gave his life to save us from the wicked machinations of General Laporte. The etheric blast burned his shadow on a nearby wall, which has since become a monument to his bravery. I am told that it is visited daily by Jake's fans, admirers, and the odd curious traveler. In death, Jake managed to achieve the status of legendary hero he so craved. As for Dr. Clark, he seems happy in his new employment at Vespuccia Petrol. I can only hope his contributions to Mrs. Shaw's enterprise offer greater balm to the restless, inventive mind than the manufacture of apocalyptic weaponry. That, dear readers, is the long and the short of it. This was an adventure unlike any other I've been on. I doubt any other will ever compare. Though I say this not in reference to our route, purpose, or any of the situations or people encountered along the way. Rather because I doubt I will ever again find a group, a family as dear to me as the wonderful, complicated, beautiful, and flawed souls who accompanied me on this venture.
Aw. Found family.
Whew, my hand hurts.
Yeah.
We'll see what Joni has to say about this in the morning.
One heck of a writing cramp.
Well, what do you think?
You want my honest opinion?
Yes, of course I do.
It's good. Very good. It's great, actually. There's just no way on God's green earth we can print this.
Why not?
Secret underground laboratories, government conspiracies, special projects to develop etheric weapons. No one will believe a word of it. Not to mention you name some very powerful and important people who'd have me locked up for libel with a snap of a finger.
Well, make it a novel then, instead of a newspaper article.
So what do you suggest I do?
I'm thinking perhaps you can repurpose it.
Come again?
This story's got everything. Adventure, mad scientists, conspiracies, betrayals. Folk could pay through the nose to read this. If it were a novel.
Haha.
Novel?
Sure. All you have to do is change the names, do a little narrative restructuring. You can even say it's based on actual events. That way we're off the hook if anyone's feathers get ruffled. What do you think?
A whole book, huh?
Trust me, I have a nose for these things. This one smells like a hit. You're sitting on a pile of aurum.
All right. I'll do it.
Excellent. Now all we need's a title.
That's your job, isn't it?
Suppose it is. It needs to be something catchy. Something simple yet evocative. Something like...
Rosewater, a tale of adventure and camaraderie on the western frontier. The Harley Leger, based on actual events. Yay! Ah, that ruled. That was so good. Next Variety Tuesday game, probably Old Skies. Which is another adventure game that came out soon after Rosewater. We are, us adventure game fans are eating well lately. Oh cool, the tarot card illustrations were Julia Minamata, whose game I just played, The Crimson Diamond. These were those stories. Oh, we get Phil's song. Now we get some, like, legit big-name voice actors in this game, too. Leilani Jones-Wilmore, who is the voodoo lady in Monkey Island. Oh, Cam Clark, who's been in, like, goddamn everything. Ivy Dupler, who's been in a bunch of Watch Die games. Sarah Elmella, ditto. Dave Fenoy, who is the pawn shop owner in King's Quest VI, and also Lee in The Walking Dead. Adventure Game Renaissance, yeah. There's definitely a lot of really good ones coming out. Yeah, this one, Old Skies, Crimson Diamond. Kathy Rain 2 just came out. A game called The Drifter just came out, which looks amazing. Yeah, lots of good ones. So let's see. What was the game? Which what the Drifter? I mean, I named a bunch of them. But yeah, the oh, next game. Probably gonna be Old Skies. Which is by Watch Die Games. Came out shortly after this one did. Well, I'm about 20 minutes away from the end of my stream, so I'm probably just gonna end early, and we'll start Old Skies next week. Hey, Jacob Generka, whose name I'm sure I'm mispronouncing, but he's the guy who did Paradigm. Oh yeah, I adore the Blackwell series. I love them so much. I'm pretty sure I played them on my channel. Yeah, I played them fairly recently. Alex Greenberg, Daniel Greenberg, he was just in chat recently. Natalie Uhas, aka the Rizulka. One Short Eye, Amy Tant, aka Summer. Vitriol Plays. These are people I know. Ben Chandler! Excellent artist. Bennett Foddy. Getting over it with him. Oh yeah, Switch port of Old Skies that just came out. Yeah. They've been doing kind of more like proactively releasing on Switch instead of like concurrently with the original release rather than um, sometime later. Because yeah, it turns out adventure games, or point-and-click adventure games, play great on a Switch, or so I'm told. I have not tried it myself. Okay, we gotta try. What was it? It's in the settings. Bonus content. Let's check the. Oh yes, yes, bloopers. We gotta check the bloopers. Let's check the art book first. Rosewater art book. Concept art, rough sketch versions of in-game backgrounds, and cut content. Cool, 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 cool. Concept art, desert landscape test background. This also served as the game's hidden test room. Yeah, this is why I'm not going straight into the next game, because we got to look at all the bonus stuff first. And there will not be enough time to start a new game after this. Saloon. Look at this like blank piano. Just like one big key. Obviously it would have been, more keys would have been added at some point, I'm sure. It's Francisco Gonzalez drinking a coffee, or drinking something out of a coffee mug. The Portopia serial murder case. I have not. Etheric Expo disaster. The hat flying off. This image just makes me like. I really need to play the what is it? The Case of the Golden Idol. Because this reminds me of like an early thing that happens in that game. Lola's wagon interior nighttime. Oh, cool. Yeah, we were never actually inside the wagon at night. We were always outside. That's cool. Joni and Lola diary sketches. Oh, Joni. Oh, okay. I was like, who's Joni again? Presidio Hotel lobby. Yeah, look at that placeholder art. Wharf Marketplace. Rosewater train arrival. Oh, cool. Got a little pan shot. The first adventure game to come out of Japan. Oh, wow. We're talking like seminal gaming history here. That's really cool. Travel Shrine. Travel Shrine was really cool. I like that little detail in the game. Jake Bandit's Excursion. Right, so this game definitely has replay value because you get different little scenes and adventures along the journey from Rosewater to El Presidio based on your relationship with each of the characters. And New Game Plus adds a little menu thingy that allows you to see your relationship. So you can kind of like game the system, which is pretty cool. Alright, blooper time.
If you're serious about joining, you'll observe the customs. Also, it's an adventure game, that's why. Click on me. Click on me again. Ouch, stop clicking on me. If you would just stop clicking on me, I would tell you what to do next. Ooh, that felt good, though. Not there. Don't click there. This is not a mature-rated game. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it only has the one ending, but I could be wrong. I don't know. There's probably like different ways of like. I mean, there are definitely different ways to solve puzzles, and there are like achievements for solving puzzles in different ways. Like for example, let me look at my achievements list. Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, there are two ways to get into the Belly Good Club, or Jolly, Jolly Good Club, Belly Good Club. Wow. I was thinking of a restaurant. Jolly Good Club. There are two ways to get into it. I chose Nadine's method, but there's also Danny's method, which is basically delivering what I'm pretty sure is a bomb to someone. I didn't want to do that, so I didn't. But yeah, there's achievements I think for solving puzzles in different ways. There's like pick Nadine's plan for the wagon raid. Oh yeah, and there's like a ton of character specific scenes that I'm seeing here that I didn't even get because I didn't have I just didn't get those scenes because I didn't have a high enough relationships with certain characters. Oh. Oh, it looks like Phil can survive. Yeah. Phil can survive. His death is not a foregone conclusion. Interesting. I wonder how that happens, and I wonder if you can get to El Presidio with everyone. Or if someone has to die in that scene. Oh man, now I'm sad. What did I do? What could I have done? What could I have done differently to not have Phil die? Yeah. I guess so. Like I guess like the ending probably the like Harley's like rundown of everything that happened is probably different at the very least.
She is atrocious and I adore her.
What kind of neighborhood do you live in?
Fuck you, bitch! Right? I'm just saying what we're all thinking. Jeez! I need double scale for this. It's too much PTSD.
I swear the man changes his mind more often than most change their bitches. I swear the man changed their bitches. Oh, man. Yo, what's up? Got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't a one. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
Ethericity always fascinated me. Am I saying that right? Ethericity? And I ruined the take. Awesome. All right.
The first person to get it right on the first try. Nailed it.
Lavender Thyme Hand Soap. No parabens, gluten-free, moisturizing and hydrating formula. This hand soap delicately soothes and perfumes the skin. It leaves the skin feeling clean and soft. And the directions are, you dispense a button-sized drop into your hand, working to a lather, smooth over skin. Then you rinse with water.
Oh, what great directions those are.
Wow.
You can't just go in there without a ticket, dumbass.
I have a feeling there's something important in there. No shit, Harley, you dumbass. Okay.
I'm afraid I don't know much about them, just that they have a small village somewhere in the valley. It's next to Encino. That's a local joke.
Oh, Neil Ross is the voice actor that I kept thinking that I recognized but couldn't remember from where. I'm sure I've heard his voice in other stuff, but I can't think of where I've heard it.
Will follow in his father's footsteps and make a fine ranger someday. He too will die and leave behind a widow, as is traditional.
It needs to be something catchy. Something simple yet evocative. Something like... No, something like that.
I like the creaking of the chair you can hear in that clip.
This guy's fun. Oh no, this guy's fun. He might get horrible, but the way that he's so manipulative and awful. I find it entertaining.
Jake was great.
And this is the Global Script. Global Script.
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 Global Script. Global Script. Woo-wee! Sorry.
Global Script. Global Script.
Global Script. Global Script.
Global Script. Global Script.
Global Script. Global Script.
Global Script. Global Script. Global Script.
Global Script. Global Script.
Global Script. Global Script. I'm enjoying the difference between the version with the two words separated and then just squished together.
He wandered off into the desert. Wow, wicked had, kid.
Evocator. All right. It's not Chumley. It's not just a giant pile of consonants. It's okay.
Have to imagine the invisible lines of power radiating out all around it. I've gone quite mad. It's a metaphor, darling, for me. Me and my invisible lines of power.
Yay! All right. Oh, the next line is yay. That's exactly how I feel. Excellent. All right. Method. All right, sorry.
I ain't interested in any flag that hasn't got a skull and crossbones on it. After all, there's no way you could have gotten down here without General Laporte's authorization, right? Or is this an adventure game, and you definitely got down here without General Laporte's authorization? Oh gosh, my life is it's a lie!
I think the voice actor for the lab assistant has played adventure games before.
Besides, I don't think they've yet written a statute outlawing vexatiousness. I am a writer. Have some 5-crown words while we're at it. Good sir, I have a liberal arts degree. I'm not to be trifled with. Dialogue 15. I hit my thing. You're okay. You're okay. I'm normal. I'm a normal person.
Get on with it, mustache wax.
I appreciate you must have many questions, Miss Leg. Is it Legger or Ledger? Leger. Ooh la la.
You left me dying in the street.
Yeah, sorry, lying.
Oh, did I say dying? Wow, I took that dark, didn't I? Let's try that again.
I see. Excuse me, little frog. Little frog. Morning voice. Ragweed season. Every year I'm like, why am I dying? And it's the same plant. Pardon the death metal noise. Hold on. Are there monsters in this game? That's a shame.
Yeah, so Bridge Guy's easy. He's probably the most cartoony of all the characters. He's just a wacky old coot that's hanging out near a collapsed bridge. So if you want to go full, like, old prospector.
Oh, thank God it's my chance.
I'm sure it's the role you've been waiting.
Excellent.
I hate you both. All in the world that I have. This is all that I have. This misshapen pile of stones. A place for the abandoned and bereft. A monument to my folly? I think this is a better choice. You want to start over? You speak of horses when I have been spurned by a goddess. Yeah, let's go with this. I've spoken to your money people, and they prefer this. Quieren esto, mijo.
Oh, that's the guy who like built that castle for his crush.
Did that make sense if your water runs red sometimes? Did that read okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say maybe one more take.
All right. What is the sense of that?
That's leaky like he's crying, but your well water runs red if you punched him and he's bleeding.
Oh, okay.
You're one of the few people that got Vespuccia right on the first try also.
Vespuccia.
And not Vespuccia, which is what I keep trying to say.
My old diary. I was going to say, wow, see, where are the cows?
My old dairy. All right, cool. Cool, and then there's presumably Delver content at some point, but we don't care about that just yet. Oh, nice, yeah, so choose Act 2. Oh, cool, you can just pick. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you can just pick which scenes you want to see, I guess, for companion-specific things, I guess? Interesting. Cool, yeah, that was a fun lark. This was a great game. I would play it again and try to do things differently and see if I could figure out how to not get Phil killed, because that was like legit one of the most emotional moments I've had in a game in quite some time. Almost cried on stream. So well played game. But yeah, I would love to have that not happen and to see what other ways you can do things. Some of the other companion-specific adventure thingies along the way. But yeah, that is something I will have to do at a later time. So, yeah, this game was great. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Fantastic. Is it... I'm curious. Checking Steam. Is it still on sale? It is not. But there are usually times when games will go on sale for, pretty significant discount. But I mean, I would of course recommend, like, it's an indie game, pay full price. Indie developers deserve your money. But anyway, yeah. Speaking of which, I'll probably play Old Skies starting next week. So I will set that up. I think probably at some point, probably after that, I do want to get back to the Half-Life games, because I started playing Half-Life. I played Half-Life, played through Half-Life, and then I kind of deviated from the usual Variety Tuesday thing where I didn't have people vote because Rosewater had just come out and I really wanted to play it. So I'm like, screw that, I'm not doing a vote, I'm just playing Rosewater. And then I'm kind of doing the same thing with Old Skies. But probably after that, I'll go back over to Half-Life and we'll play Half-Life 2. And then I'll probably resume the usual Variety Tuesday thing of having the viewers vote for what I play next. But that will be in the future, down the line somewhere. But for now, there's also I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna play on Wednesdays too, because I'm pretty close to being done with Deadly Premonition. So what might happen actually is maybe I'll just have people vote on what I play after that. We'll kind of do a little switcheroo, and we'll do like people will vote on my Wednesday game, and then I'll play Tuesday. Whatever yeah, we'll figure it out. Stuff will happen. Either I'll play what I want or I'll play what you want. It's one way or the other. Someone will get what they want. Yeah, it's a time travel game. I am looking forward to shenanigans. It's going to be great. But for now, I will sign off for the night, and let's see if there's anyone around to raid. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. Taco Adventure's playing Beyond Shadowgate. I played Shadowgate a while back, and I had a blast with it. This is Beyond Shadowgate. What is happening with my Twitch UI? Good lord. Well, whatever. I'm gonna raid Taco Adventure. Shadowgate was really fun, and I need to play. I still haven't played Deja Vu, the other. Well, yeah, because I played Shadowgate and I played Uninvited, but there's one other Mac Venture game that I've not played, and that's Deja Vu. So at some point I should track that down and play it. But again, that is for another time. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed Rosewater. I loved it. And I'll see you tomorrow for Deadly Premonition. Take care, folks. See you tomorrow. Bye.